All right, we're going to look at how to write out Boolean expressions given that you have a logic statement that you want to create. So let's say how to write a Boolean expression. All right, so how we're going to write a Boolean expression, let's start off with some type of logic statement we want to make. Let's say Tommy eats tacos if it is Tuesday and mom is cooking. Okay, we have a statement here. We're going to break it up into different parts. Let's highlight different parts that we have. We have that Tommy's going to eat tacos. We have something that's telling us we have a condition that has to be met. The condition we're going to have to meet has two different parts, that we're on Tuesday and that mom is cooking. Okay, so let's use these pieces and we identify what is the input and the output. Well, Tommy eating the tacos, that's the output. And then these conditions after the if statement, that would be what our inputs would be. Okay, so let's create the statement. Let's say T is eat tacos, and we're going to give it a value. So let's say 1 is yes, you eat tacos, 0 is a no, you don't eat tacos. Let's have in green be, oh, I have too many T's. Let's have this be output TU. This would be is Tuesday. 1 would be yes, 0 would be no. And then let's have M be mom cooking. Mom cooking, we can say 1 is a yes, 0 is a no. Okay, so then we would take this statement and we would say, okay, that is going to be T is our output. Eat tacos is TU and M. I want those two pieces to be put together. Sometimes instead of using sometimes as we make up these logic statements, we're going to have to form up when we want variables to have a bar over them. Okay, so let's put another statement. The statement's going to be the buzzer will sound if the key is in the ignition and the door is open, or the seatbelt are not fastened. Okay, so we're going to identify pieces again. Okay, the buzzer will sound. Then we're going to have the key is in the ignition. And then we have this and here that's going to bracket out the other pieces. And these pieces will be doors open, seatbelt not fastened. Okay, so we're going to have different pieces we're going to be working on. All right, so let's identify variables. Let's say B is the buzzer. And we're going to say a 1 is sound, a 0 is not sound. And some of these you're going to come up with yourself. So what value is 0 and a 1? Let's have K be key ignition. And in that case, let's have that a 1 being in and a 0 is not in. Then let's have D be the door. Let's have 1 being closed, a 0 being open. And then let's have S be the seat belt. And then with the seat belt, let's have 1 be fastened and a 0 be not fastened. Okay, so now we're going to use this to create our statement. We say B is K, and then we're bracketing out the OR. The OR is we wanted the door to be open, so that would be a D bar, or I wanted the seatbelt to not be fastened. That would be an S. Okay, so then that's how we can make up those statements. Now let's take this last item we done. B is K D bar plus S bar. And let's make a truth table out of this. Okay, it might be a little bit easier if we do the truth table is let's multiply in so we can see what we're getting. Okay, so our inputs, we have 3 inputs. We're going to have, let's say, K, D, S, and we're going to have 1 output B. Okay, so we have 3 options. And before we put B, let's put our individual cases, a K, D bar, and then let's do a K, S bar, and then we'll do our B at the end. Okay, so we want KD bar. So the first 4 has a K of 0, so we're going to have 4 zeros. Then we have 4 ones, so now we got to look at what D bar is. D is a 0, would be a 1, so 1 and 1. 0 would be 1, so 1 and 1. This 1's become a 0, so then we have 2 zeros. The same thing is with KS bar. The first 4 Ks are zeros, so we have zeros. Then the next case is 1 with the 0 bar, so that's 1 and 1. That's a 1. 1 and 0 would be 0. 1 and 1, and then 1 and 0. Then we're going to OR these together. We get 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, and a 0. So we can make our truth table out of there. All right. Next time, we're going to look at taking this truth table and figuring out how we can write expressions by just looking at our output. So instead of going from logic statement to a Boolean expression to a truth table, we're going to look at taking the truth table and making the Boolean expression from it.